Well, I got to tell you, like you, similar to Valerie inspiring you, you inspired me. I was in middle school in '92, so I wanted to run the 200 on my middle school team. Track coach saw me and is like, you know what? I think 400, 800, 1500 is more your range. And now I'm a sports writer. So um, I want to transition and ask you about Grand Slam track. How did the concept come together? How did the funding come together?
Yeah, so the concept first, this is something that, having been in and around the sport since I retired. So, first as an athlete at a sports agency at one point, representing athletes, helping them with their careers. I've been a television pundit and commentator for BBC for 22 years now. So, seeing the sport from a television standpoint as well, I've seen, where this sport struggles in relation to other sports and certainly saw it during my own time as an athlete, realizing that once I things changed dramatically for me as an athlete after the '96 Olympics, only because I made history in those Olympics when everyone was watching an Olympics in my own country. That changed everything for me, and I was able to transcend the sport and do very well and be recognized as well, not just financially, but recognition of my talent and my accomplishments, and people watching the sport to watch me. That all changed after '96. But every athlete in this sport doesn't have that opportunity, and it's very, very difficult for them. But they're just as talented, uh, just as great of an athlete. They're doing amazing things. One of the things that Noah Lyles said last year that, I think was lost in the whole NBA thing was that it is very difficult to win a world championship. It's very difficult to win an Olympic medal. And I don't think that people really truly understand that and understand how great these athletes are because they're not seen very often. You're seen once every 4 years, and then, everyone who will watch this Olympics in Paris here and watch these great athletes will watch it. There's high stakes. You get the backstories of who they are. Then they're then they're the superstar athletes. They're the biggest, best athletes in the world. But then after this, you will have to wait another 4 years to see this again. And that then creates a situation where the fans of track and field are disappointed because they're not seeing the athletes compete. They want to see more head to head, great competition. The athletes are disappointed because they're not compensated or recognized at the level of other professional athletes, even though they're just as good. So, what I saw is an opportunity to provide to fans what they want, what they're looking for, and to reward athletes. And just like any other sport, Grand Slam track, we sit at the intersection of the athlete and the fan. Without fans, athletes are not going to, have a sport. You're not going to be compensated. You're not going to be recognized for your talent. And so what we are doing with Grand Slam Track is providing that sort of entertainment to fans and opportunities for athletes. So we've built this in the mold of the four tennis Grand Slams, the four golf majors, those four tentpole events every year that fans look forward to, where there's high stakes, superstar athletes, head-to-head competition, and Jeopardy, and all of the things that make for an entertaining sports spectacle.